Hi, it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. So today we're just going to continue with some underglazing. Just because I have so much I need to get done. The ones that I did get underglazed still haven't even been glazed. And there's just like so much to do. So that's what we're going to do today. We started a little bit early, doing a stream at 12 o'clock instead of 1, just because I have a thing happening at work at 1. But yeah, I don't think I showed these designs. I'm not sure. But I did some, kind of sketching on the bisqueware that I have. So I have this little cute cowboy boot. I don't think we're gonna work on it yet. I'm not sure how I want to color it yet, but I think it's gonna be really cute. And then I have this other one. I did this one last night. Just kind of sketching that out. Kind of going with I don't know, there's just kind of this magic, kind of desert, kind of theme going around that's trending right now. But I kind of want to make this really branded. So I'm not sure how I want to color it. I think if this was not specifically for my brand, it would be black, gold, some really nice kind of I don't know, magical colors. But I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do this. Maybe I'll do the snake in green, and then maybe there's pink or something happening. I think I'm going to put in my sketchbook and just kind of see how the colors look. But I'm not sure about this one yet. And that's all that I've done since Monday. I really, that took me a lot longer than you would think it should take. Okay, so we're just going to move some stuff around. So we've got our peach color over here, and then we'll continue working on our little strawberry. Let me see. Get a good angle for this. Okay, and I think I was using these brushes. Let me move some of these other ones. Okay. Let me just kind of shake this around a little bit. I don't know if you need to shake underglaze that much. It kind of some of them say that you should shake it. This one, I don't know. I might need to add some water to it. It looks a little bit thick, but we'll just kind of see how it goes on, I think. Let's just start from one end and then move to the next. So I had the day off yesterday, which is why we didn't have a stream. And I actually found a YouTuber that put the Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown on YouTube. So I watched literally the entire season. Which actually, it's not that many episodes. It's I think it has 8 episodes. But I was so excited to watch that. Because I think it's airing live, or not live, but normal TV, whatever that's called, where it's not a streaming service, it's just normal TV. I think that's how it's airing right now, but it's only in Canada. Like it's a, it's a Canadian like channel that is doing it or something. So it's been kind of hard for me to like, I don't know, try to find like a way to watch it. You can usually like watch TV shows from other countries with a VPN, but that like didn't work for some reason. But it's on YouTube if you are like, if you're trying to find a way to watch it. It's actually pretty good, like quality wise. There were a few parts, not very long, but there were a few parts where the audio kind of cut out for some reason. I mean, you could hear what they were saying, but it was like like really muffled and like kind of weird for some reason. But but it was a really great it was a really great show. I think it was like there's so many like just like really great pieces that they made. And it's like they mentioned it in the show. Like it is crazy like the like how big the things that they made and like the details that they got in the amount of time that they were allotted. It was just like really crazy. Not to mention just like I just feel like being in this completely different like space to work in, and the like host lady's like running around like being all crazy, and you're like, oh my god, I'm like in a competition, I'm on a show, and I can like just imagine just being like deer in the headlights, like, oh my gosh, like, and just kind of like freeze up. But these people really just got down to work and made some really great stuff on the show. It really is like too bad, like I feel like there were certain parts, because it's a competition, because they have like an allotted amount of time to work on the stuff, and like sometimes it really didn't seem like a generous amount of time. It seemed more kind of like, this is a competition, so we're not going to give you like tons and tons of time to work on it. Definitely nothing crazy. I think like some of the they had like shorter sprint projects to do, which were a little bit more crazy time wise. But the major projects that they were working on, it wasn't like crazy like short amount of time, but like I do feel like like some of the projects like cracked or like burst in the kiln because they didn't have like enough time to like trim it or dry it. And I don't know, some of those, it's just too bad. It really is like just too bad that like because they're rushed, that these pieces like didn't get enough time to be worked on and ended up like breaking. Because I think generally if you were just working in your studio, you would give it that time that it needs to dry and like trim it enough, and all like all of that stuff. So it's kind of too bad, but I think like overall a lot of the pieces did survive to the end and made it. And there's some just really great pieces that were made. in the show, and like, I don't know, I think like some of them, the way that they interpreted the assignments was really interesting. And just, I don't know, there's like just really cool work being done. So much like creativity in what they made, and like interpreting the different challenges was really cool. I think like it's really like inspiring to see like some of the work that the people made. If you don't know, there's also a British like TV show. I don't know if it like basically has the same name. It's something like that. It's like the Great British Pottery Throwdown. Oh my gosh, I need to find that one. It was, I don't know where it was, like HBO or something. I don't know. I was watching parts of it. Like I was watching it, but I never finished it because I lost my subscription before I finished it. So I have to like find that. I don't know where it was. It might have been HBO, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, I don't know, that's so like fun that they have like, that they're showing off like the work that potters do like in TV shows, and like I think that's amazing. Like, and I really like the way that they did the shows. I feel like some TV shows, like those kind of like competition ones, some of them are just like weirdly gamified. And it's just like, why are you doing this? Like, it's so unnecessary. Like you're spending like so much, like too much time thinking about this. Like, I don't know, I want to say it's like overproduced or something. I'm not really sure what you would call it, but like some of those competition shows, like the baking ones have just like they're the ones that I'm thinking about that have just kind of gone off the rails. It's like, it doesn't need to be that complicated. Like, I just want to see these people like baking, you know? You don't have to like have some special button that they have to ring and whatever, like some complicated weird thing going on. Like, I don't care. Like, I just want to see these people like make cool stuff. And that's how it used to be with the baking shows that I watched. Like, it was particularly like cake decorating shows that I used to watch, like back in like, what would that have been, like before 2013, so like 2009. It's been like when I was around like high school or something, like 2009, 2013. They had like some like stuff like Ace of Cakes. That's not a competition show, but it's just so simple. Like, they're not trying to make it some weird game. Like, it's literally just following them around and watching them work in a normal day. So like that one was really good. But like, I don't even know what the competition ones were called. I feel like there's like a bunch of them that I watched, but like, I don't know, I haven't been able to find them on like any of the streaming platforms. And I don't know what they're called, but they just used to be like so simple. And like, I don't know, they would get like 8 or like 10 or something hours to like bake this cool cake that was like in like a certain theme. And then that was it. Like, then you watch them bake the cake and they're assembling it and all this stuff. And then the judges come around and there's nothing crazy, really. It's just, it's simple and it's like, that's it. But today they're like, I don't know. Today the baking shows are just weird. Anyway, I would love to see more like, more kind of like creative TV shows. And like there definitely have been like more and more coming up over the past couple years, like and I have watched the ones that I've found, like there's Glow Up. That's like it's a makeup one. And sometimes they do like normal makeup, but then they also will do like kind of like makeup that they would do for like a photo shoot, something super specific, or just like something maybe like really crazy that you would see like on a magazine cover. That one was really cool. I like that, even though I really do not do, like, I am not into makeup at all. Like, I don't do makeup. But I thought it was really cool. Or there's like, what's it called? Is it blown away or something? I don't know. But there's one for like glass blown art. That one's really cool too. That was a really good one. Man, this thing is like, it's really like fading very quickly, and I'm having a trouble seeing like where I put the layer down. What else is there? I would love to see like, I feel like a graphic design one would be really good. Like, I just feel like that could be literally the same as like Ace of Cakes. It's just like you're in some design studio following along the people in this office. Maybe it's like The Office. And, you know, just kind of like following people through their different projects with different clients. And stuff. Like, I don't know, like I just feel like there is so much that could be done, like so many more like TV shows, and I would love to just like see like more and more come up. What else is there? Oh my gosh, I just hit this. Let me grab one of those other brushes and grab some water on it. Just kind of erase this. It's not really a big deal because like I'm going to put underglaze on it later, but it's really easy to just kind of like tap some water on it and get and like kind of erase it. What else are there? There's this like, I did watch this one. I think it's called Forged. It's like they make like metal like knives, or like, I don't know, maybe it's like a dagger or something. They're like forging or whatever. Like, I don't know, like some weapon or something. That one's like, I don't know. I feel like It's very like there's always like I can definitely imagine that there are not like that many people that do like, what would you call that? Would you just call that metalsmithing? I can imagine there are not that many people that do that compared to like other hobbies, much less like people that would want to be on a competition show. So they like start off with 3 people, like 3 contestants. And then like literally it'll be like the first project. The person like won't make their like knife or something like to the minimum like size, and then they're just automatically disqualified. It's just like it's so like anticlimactic. Or like, I don't know, sometimes they try a little bit too hard in kind of like, I don't know. There's like, I don't know, I feel like there's like a small aspect of like this kind of weird like trying to drum up like fake excitement. I don't know, it's kind of, there are different weird parts of that one. But I don't know, I kind of appreciate that they tried. They tried to bring like this like kind of niche hobby to the masses. Do, 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 do. I can't wait. I hope there's more. I hope there are more like pottery shows that happen. They're pretty like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like people are really excited to see them. And then like everybody knows that I'm like super into doing ceramics, and people will definitely like let me know if there's like a new thing coming out. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. There's this one ceramist that I follow on YouTube. Her name is, I think her name's Mia. She works out of Germany, and she has her own YouTube channel called Pottery to the People. I've mentioned it a few times because she has some really great videos. I used her like YouTube videos to help me like set up my own home like studio setup, and like kind of like figured out how to navigate that from watching her videos. She does a lot of great videos for kind of like people that are like kind of just getting into doing ceramics, and she does like some fun little challenges. So she follows those pottery TV shows, and she does the challenges too. So it's kind of fun to see like what she does, and like she tries to make the pieces in the same amount of time that the contestants get to, and it's kind of cool. So there's like this episode where they have to make a functional lamp, and then they could choose to either make their own lampshade or use one provided. And her video, she made her own lamp and lampshade, which is really cool. And she followed I think all the videos except for the raku. She doesn't have a raku setup, so she couldn't do that episode. But otherwise, I think she did all of them. And I don't know, it's just kind of fun. She also did the challenges for the British pottery show too. So definitely check out her channel. That's Pottery to the People. And when I go to put this video on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description if you want to just get like a quick, easy link to click on. Yeah. And I guess I'll just say it now because we're talking about YouTube. All these videos for the Ceramic Hour live stream will go onto my YouTube channel at Callie & Co. This is usually my spiel for the end, but just because we're talking about it. And then if you go to the bottom of my channel, I have links, kind of like these little links or whatever. It has like a little picture of these other artists that I would highly recommend. So I've got some other ceramics on there, that like ceramic channels that I watch a lot, or just like some are just like general like good for like any artist, or I don't know, just kind of like ones that I really like. Yeah, definitely check that out. Let me see, what should we do? I think we could do some red. We could put some red down while we wait for the pink to dry, maybe. I'm not entirely confident in just like starting on the toast dish just yet. I don't know if I want to just go at that. But I know like exactly what we're gonna do for this strawberry dish, so I think that's what we're gonna do, is just kind of like stick with this. I'm not gonna do the strawberry on the top until we have like the gingham done, but I think we're gonna do the same as this little dude, with the red strawberry in the center, and then we're going to have the red on the side. It also has like, I put all this crap in here. It also has like red on the inside too. So that's definitely something we could do while the pink dries. So it's kind of like just like a little strawberry jar. Cause like if you open the jar, you have like the jam. Yeah, jam inside. I was gonna say jelly, but like, if you don't know, the difference between jelly and jam is that jelly doesn't have any solids in it. So if you look at like raspberry jelly, it won't have those seeds in it. Which is very interesting. And I'm taking I'm doing like a French lesson on Duolingo, and I'm like, confiture. And I'm like, that's not English. I can't just be spouting out random French words on the stream. Anyway, that's fun. I'm just like, I'm not doing the French lesson for any particular reason. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I took it in high school, like one French class. And so like I kind of have like a baseline to start from, kind of. And I don't know, there's a lot of like, there's a lot of like, I don't know, just kind of like fancy stuff or like art related stuff that might be in French. So I don't know. There's not really a good reason for like why I'm learning French. But I think now that I'm kind of like a bit deeper into it, it's really interesting, like how connected like French and English are. And I was watching this video that kind of explained why so many words in English are actually also French or come from kind of like a French word. I don't think I have a very good explanation, but it was something like wowie. Okay, this is not going to be a very good explanation whatsoever, but just kind of like a maybe like very general overview that you can go and Google later or something. I don't know. I think it was like this is gonna be a struggle. It was something like I think there's like a back at some point, I don't know when, there's a point when England was like, I think they were like ruled by like a French guy. I literally can't remember who. So don't ask. And they like I don't think the king really knew very much English. And I don't like the video that I watched, they said that he really didn't speak much English, like if at all. And because like he was the king, he like, or I don't know, ruler or something, a lot of the more kind of like governmental and like fancier words in English came from French words because of their like ruling. So I think like one of the easiest examples for me to kind of like remember and like talk about is like the reason why English has like so you have like peasants would refer to like animals, but then when you like were serving a dish, that was like they use their French words to like describe the meat that they're eating. So you'd take a pig, that's like the peasant word, but then the higher up people would refer to it by a different name. So that's why we have like pig, but then when it's cooked, you would, or if you're referring to meat, you would say like pork, which is like, I don't know. It's just been like something that I've been like thinking about for a while, because it's really weird that we have like different names for like when animals are like cooked. Like you have deer, but then you have venison, or like, I don't know why like chicken is not really different. It's not different. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. But like it's just kind of like really interesting. It was just like a video that I found on YouTube. And I don't know, like just learning a little bit more about like English's own background from like kind of like the French perspective is really interesting. Like obviously I just found this like in a YouTube video, so like it had nothing to do with like using like Duolingo. But I don't know, it's just kind of neat to learn about it in like a historical like context, I guess. There is this other YouTuber that I do watch more frequently. Rob Words, and he will like, I think he's like British, but he explains a lot of things that are kind of like that. I don't think the original video about like the French words and stuff, I don't think that was by him. I think it was just a different person that happened to get recommended to me. But I think it's like so interesting. And if you're like me and did not particularly learn like a second language, like I think it's really interesting to just look into just something, even if you don't have like a good reason to learn a second language. Obviously some people really can benefit, like in their job, or maybe it's like where they live, learning a second language. But I don't I don't really have like that kind of benefit really. So, but just learning anything can really be interesting because language can really give you a different cultural perspective. Like it can tell you like the different ways culture is different in like the way that they use words, because like just being like this very like naive American, like I always just like when I was like little, I just thought like there were just, you know, direct like translations to everything, but it's not. Like it's really interesting to see like how other languages have been like formed, and the way like that kind of like different perspective that they have to refer to different things. I'm still learning, but I think it's, I don't know, I'm just like still, there are definitely like probably like nuances and like I don't know. There are probably things that I just don't know yet, but my interest is definitely just peaked in it when learning certain words. Like my lesson just told me that like mignon means like small. So like if you're looking at like filet mignon, which is like English, but like I mentioned, it's coming from like a French thing. It's like, I don't know, it means like small beef or like I don't know. Like I don't know. If you have to refer to like mignon and to anything other than beef, I think it's just going to be like super weird, because that's literally, I'm just going to be thinking of filet mignon. Like I don't know. Or I think it's really interesting like some of the translations. So like potato, I don't know like how much French people like actually think about like their words and stuff. But like potato is pomme de terre, and that is like, it kind of like translates to like ground apple or like apple of the earth, which is like really weird. Or like I wonder if when they say it they just literally think like an image of a potato and like not really like thinking through the whole thing as much as I am. I don't know. But like I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like I don't know, some of those kind of like weird translations. Let me grab like another detailed brush. Jason is learning Latin, and I think he's having some fun with it because obviously Latin is like, is it called like a dead language or something? Because like people don't really, no one like really speaks it. You have like historians and stuff, I think, learning it, but I think it's called like a dead language because no one like actually like speaks it day to day anymore. But it's really it's really funny because of like how old it is. Like his current lesson is going over like sacrifices. And I'm just like I'm over here learning about potatoes, and he's just learning about how to talk about sacrifices for his lesson. Because what else would people need to talk about back in the day? I don't know. I think it's like a lot of fun to like try to learn a second language. And like, I don't know, at least for people here in the US, like we're just not like, we're not made to like take a second language class. A lot of like teachers and stuff said that like it was a requirement for college that you needed to take like 2 language classes in high school. My college actually ended up not requiring anything at all. But I think like in the end I'm pretty glad that I did take that French class. I'm just so like, oh my god. I don't know, I'm kind of like, I have like social anxiety. So there were like projects where we had to like film a skit in like a group project, and that was just like a nightmare and all of that. Luckily like none of our like quizzes or anything were like verbal, because oh my god, if you had to like basically take your quiz in front of like the entire class, that would be like, oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare. I would not be able to handle that. But yeah, I don't know, I think like it's really cool to like learn a second language. Although I'm not sure if I would say like it should be like mandatory. I don't know. There were people that I think the grade under me in high school, like I can't remember why, but a lot of them like had to like take, I think they were taking Spanish. I think they like had to take Spanish in like middle school or something. I don't know. I think there's like something like that where it was like becoming like a more mandatory thing. I don't know. But I do think it's pretty cool. And like I have friends from Curacao, and like their school just like requires them to take to like learn these different languages. The language that they speak living on the island is Papiamento. So they know that, but then they're also taught Spanish, Dutch, and English. I don't know if they know any more than that. But I definitely know those are the language that they like all speak. Which is like that's like crazy to like know someone that speaks like, is that 4 languages? Yeah, like 4 languages. Like that's crazy. And like I think they speak them all fluently too. I'm pretty sure. Like, that is, like, so cool. Like, I remember my friend, like, because they're talking about it at work. They're, like, not trying to, like, try to sound, like, cool or anything, because I know, like, all these languages, like, just literally everybody that lives there has to learn them. Like, it was just, like, a mandatory thing. Like, that's just how it is there, and I think it's, like, kind of cool. Where are we? We've got about 15 more minutes. Okay. I think, I don't know. Let's try to do, what should we do? I'm gonna put some on the inside of this, I think. Just because, like, it's so fun to just slap on a bunch at the same time. I don't know if I really want to get, like, a larger brush, but I could if I wanted to clean another one. Don't really want to clean another one. The first coat goes on, like, so thin, though. And then if you're doing either underglazing or glazing, you want to differentiate, like, the directions of your brush. So right now we're going to try to go in, like, this direction for all of the strokes. And then we're going to switch it up when we put on more layers. So maybe the next layer will go in, like, this direction. That is going to help. And if you put enough coats on, when it's done, you shouldn't be able to see any of the strokes. Because they've basically kind of covered each other up. And that's the same if you are doing a brush on glaze. You want to make sure that you're brushing it on in different directions for the same reason. I guess that's at least, like, if you don't really want the strokes to be seen. I don't particularly like it when you can see them, so that's just always my, like, go-to. But it really is, like, just up to the artist on what they're looking for, like, their outcome. So if you want the strokes to be seen, like, that's a totally different story. And again, sorry. I'm just, like, I don't know, like, word vomiting. Again, I typically put on 4 to 5 coats of each underglaze, because I want a more opaque coverage. A lot of the bottles will say to put on, like, I think, like, 3 coats, but I still find it to be a bit, like, transparent in that case. So I try to do, like, 5, unless I feel like a good amount has been, like, applied. And then you do want to, I'm just kind of adding a little bit more, but you do generally, oh my gosh, I keep hitting the light. I'm sorry. You generally do want to wait until until it's dried, until you put the second coat on. I'm just kind of counting this as one coat, but just like adding a few touch-ups here and there. And it's gonna be super pastel once it is dried. Okay, cool. Okay, we still have like a few more minutes. So let's do the inside of this, our little lid here. I'll make sure that I get all the dust out of this. I don't know what these little specks are. It's not dust though. It's also important that when you are handling your bisqueware, that your hands are pretty clean. If you have like, say for example, you like touched your face and your face is like kind of greasy, and then you touched your bisqueware, it might act like a resist. Just like using a wax resist, it may have trouble like applying glaze in a certain area, or possibly underglaze. So you always want to make sure that like if you're kind of like if you took a break from applying the like underglaze, that you like make sure you wash your hands. Same thing with like applying lotion to your hands. You don't want to be applying lotion to your hands before you do either underglazing or glazing, because it's going to also act as a resist. I don't think it would be as obvious as what you see here in that kind of like rim area. It may still like look like it's being applied, but then kind of like peel away from the clay once it's been fired. Just so you know. And then, yeah, like I put wax resist around this lid, just to be clear. That's why it's like coming away from the edge. Cool. We still have like a few more minutes left. I don't know. What do we have time for? Like 7 minutes? I don't know if we have enough time to do like the top of this. Let me put this over here too. Okay, I think we'll like try go for it. Let's try to do another pink layer. I think it goes like this. Wait, doesn't it? Yeah. Yes. And at least for these lines, I did say that I will vary the brush strokes, but I'm not really going to do that for the lines. And because this is supposed to be a gingham style, I really don't mind if you could see the brush strokes. That would be totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna get these like brushes mixed up. Move these red ones away. Oh wait. No, that is the red one. Okay, I'm gonna wash this one real quick because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this has the pink on it. It's kind of hard to do with the camera like in my face. Okay. I don't know where the wax resist is on the bottom piece. I'm just kind of guessing though. Like how far up I should bring this. And then even though there is wax there, you do want to go through when your piece is done and just kind of like rub any glaze or underglaze off of the waxed areas. It should resist like a lot of it, but there might still be a teeny bit that will go there, that will sit like on top of it. Oh, and I set a goal to bring some stuff to the studio today, but that's definitely not happening. I really underestimate like how long it takes me to do this. So I don't know. I just kind of have to see like where we get to. I haven't even glazed those pieces. I'm not gonna glaze them until like I actually have like a good amount ready that will kind of like fit the space that I need to. Because I have to fill like a certain amount of space in the kiln to be worth it for me to fire. So I'm gonna set this here to tell myself that I did like those 2 coats that have like, or those 2 stripes have a 3rd coat on them. Yeah. it's really important to like leave yourself notes if you are kind of doing something confusing. I typically work on like multiple pieces at the same time when I'm doing like underglazing or glazing. So it's really important to like leave yourself notes so you know like where you picked off or like where to pick up from later. Yeah, I don't know. I think like I might need like another week or something to like finish up more stuff. But I will keep you guys updated on when I bring another batch to get glaze fired, and the glaze firings usually take about a week from when I drop them off to when I can pick them back up. So I think it'll be a little while until we do like a kiln reveal. But yeah, we'll stay tuned for that. And yeah, well, thank you so much for watching and joining. For people watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when we come on for videos. And then tomorrow and Friday, we're going to be back to our regular schedule for streaming at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, be sure to check out the YouTube at Callie & Co. for our whole stream archive and our other videos. And yeah, well, thank you so much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye.